Hi, welcome to You and All of Your Parts. I'm Laura Lively. So, according to researchers at Cornell University, 85% of what we worry about never happens. So, somebody should tell that to my worrying part, right? I bet you have one too. I bet almost everybody has at least one part that worries about things. And I also suspect that if Cornell is right, and it's certainly been true in my case, that most of the time, whatever I'm worried about never happens. So I'm going to ask you to consider something that you might do to help your part that worries. So let me give you an example. Let's say one of my parts is worried that I'm going to be late. I'm not going to be prepared for an important meeting that I might have up. Maybe a part is worried because my husband didn't get home when I expected him to, right? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's dead on the road somewhere, or who knows, right? We just have parts that can get very anxious and have so many concerns about what would happen. So I have actually found it to be helpful to, when this happens, how can I be loving and caring and compassionate for the part that worries, even though, in my head, it kind of is making me crazy. So first of all, I just want to say right now, I am not here to answer the big, hairy, bodacious question of why do we worry when there's no need to worry? I don't know. That's way above my pay grade. But here's what I do like to do with my parts that are worried. The thing doesn't happen. Like Cornell said, 85% of the worries that we have never happen, right? So you can do what I call a mini update or a micro update with your worrying parts after the event. So for example, let's say, hey, my husband's okay. He got home. Yes, he was late. There was a traffic thing, but he's okay. So it's all right. We don't have to worry about that. The other thing you might notice is if somebody else, if somebody does show up 45 minutes late, let's say your kids are 45 minutes late after, after curfew or whatever, notice what other parts come up. Probably fury, frustration, aggravation, I'm going to kill them, that sort of thing. Those are different parts. That's not the worrying parts. Those are different parts. That's another topic. But after the situation, after the kids get home and they're actually okay, after that presentation that I actually aced, let the part know, hey, it's okay. It was all right. It all went well. The presentation went well. The kids got home okay. We may kill them later. We can talk about that, but that's another part, right? The part that was really anxious, let them know. Let them know it turned out okay. I kind of consider it closing the loop so that those worried parts actually know what happened. But let's talk about how to do that update, because remember the 8 C's of self-energy, right? Like curiosity, compassion, clarity, connectedness, creativity, courage, confidence, and calm. And so keeping those 8 C's of some self-energy in mind, there is a huge difference between saying to your parts, hey there, worry part, I just want to let you know, we nailed that presentation today. I just wanted you to know that. Versus, hey, worry part, the presentation was great. It was completely stupid for us to sit up all night worrying about that. Do you hear the difference? There's one that's like an update, it's more neutral. The other one is shaming. It was really stupid for us to be so worried about that. Does that sound compassionate? No, it does not. So I just want to invite you that it can be very helpful to kind of close the loop with the part that was worrying. And then also, maybe next time it won't be so anxious. And in fact, perhaps you could say to it, remember that presentation we did a few months ago? It was awesome. I think we're okay, but I get that you're worried, right? So I'd invite you to remember that our parts are doing the best that they can to help us and protect us. And by updating them about how things go, I really believe it helps them to see what our world is actually like versus what it fears that our world can be like. And so if you have a constant worrier part, maybe spend some time getting to know it. Get curious about it. Ask, what is it doing for you? What is its job in your system? And ask how it's trying to help you. Because we all have worrier parts. Everybody has them. Doing these micro updates in a self-led manner, i.e., no shaming or blaming this part, we are building a relationship with it. So what can it hurt to take a moment and with some compassion, share what the outcome was for whatever the part was worrying about? Thanks for joining me today. Be sure to check out the description for links or some free resources. And until next time, love to you and all of your parts.